Imagine waking up one morning and finding your entire village asleep. People collapsed on the streets, children lying next to their bicycles, shop owners slumped over their counters, everyone breathing, but completely unconscious. Not for hours, but for 9 entire days. And what's more terrifying, it happens every single year, at the exact same time. Welcome to the mystery of Kalachi, the village that sleeps. Kalachi is a tiny, remote village hidden deep in northern Kazakhstan. Only a few hundred people live there. Farmers, shepherds, miners, ordinary lives, ordinary days. But in 2013, something happened that would shock the world. Without warning, villagers began collapsing into sudden sleep. Some fell beside wells, others on their way to school. Some villagers dropped while carrying firewood and didn't regain consciousness for days. At first, people thought it was exhaustion, hard work, cold weather. But when dozens fell asleep on the same day, panic began spreading. This was no accident. Kalachi had awakened a secret darker than anyone imagined. The first sleep wave hit in spring. Doctors rushed to homes, checking pulses, checking breathing. Everyone was alive, but in a deep coma-like state. Paramedics tried shouting, cold water, physical stimulation. Nothing worked. People slept for 5 days, then woke up confused, hungry, and with no memory of what happened. But the nightmare didn't stop. Months later, it happened again, this time lasting 9 days, and then it returned the next year, and the next. Always during the same week. Kalachi wasn't dealing with an illness, it was dealing with a pattern. Before falling asleep, villagers described the exact same symptoms. Sudden dizziness, blurred vision, a feeling of heavy air, extreme fatigue, then collapse. Those who stayed conscious tried to drag the unconscious indoors, placing blankets over them so they wouldn't freeze during the night. Animals reacted too. Cats hid for days. Dogs refused to enter certain areas. Livestock panicked without reason. It was as if the entire ecosystem sensed something humans couldn't. The Kazakh government sent medical teams, radiation experts, toxicologists, neurologists, even military units. They examined every possible source. Everything came back normal. After months of research, one official finally admitted, "We don't know what's happening here." That sentence shook the world. Near Kalachi lies the abandoned Soviet uranium mine called Krasnogorsky. Some believed leftover radiation was leaking into the village. But when scientists measured radiation levels, they discovered something unexpected. Kalachi had below-average radiation, safer than many major cities. The uranium theory collapsed, yet villagers insisted that strange winds blew from the direction of the mine before every sleep wave. Winds carrying a metallic scent. Coincidence, or the missing piece? No one could agree. Doctors studying the victims found unusual brain activity, slow, deep-wave patterns similar to people in medical comas. Yet patients were otherwise healthy. No infections, no viruses, no trauma. Some scientists suggested that Kalachi might be experiencing a unique mass hypersomnia, a condition affecting the entire population simultaneously. But no known illness could make hundreds of people fall asleep at the same hour, every year, with perfect timing. Villagers told chilling stories. A woman said she fell asleep stirring soup and woke up 5 days later with her spoon still in her hand. A schoolboy remembered nothing except darkness closing in. An elderly man claimed he had a dream, but couldn't recall any details except a distant humming sound. One farmer said he saw a bright flash in the sky moments before collapsing. Their stories didn't match, but the fear in their voices did. By 2016, the government made a difficult decision. They evacuated most families out of Kalachi. Schools closed, shops emptied, houses left behind with furniture still inside. But not everyone left. Some families refused to abandon their homes and land. even if it meant risking the next sleep wave. And it did happen again. The village slept, just like before. Today, Kalachi is a ghost village. Quiet, frozen in time. But the phenomenon continues for those who remain. Scientists still have no final explanation. Some blame underground gases. Others think it's a rare neurological event. But locals believe something ancient lives beneath the land. Something with a cycle, a rhythm, a reset that forces everything around it to sleep. And here's the haunting question. If a remote village can fall asleep for 9 days at the exact same time every year, what's stopping a larger town or an entire city from experiencing the same fate? Kalachi might not be the end of the mystery. It might be the beginning.